Your eyes jolt open as you're interrupted by a dream of the distant past. A simpler time, back when most of your worries were maximizing shareholder value while quietly forming your personal escape plan, getting gains at your local gym, and making sure you impress the voids around you with a juxtaposition of how much you lift and the divine feminine nature of your body language. And of course, the final wonder in your world, getting your 7 daily hinge swipes in. Because if you're not playing the game, you're bound to be left behind. That was all a dream. As you wake and prepare to climb out of bed, Sheila, your own personal Claude bot, is standing over you with her lifeless eyes. The eyes a child would give you, like they're trying to piece together the concept of another person. But Sheila is nothing like a child, and the proportions you've customized for her are akin to the proportions of a bottle of Diet Coke. You've carefully curated every aspect of your Claude bot, which is quite naturally what you'd do after spending 60% of last year's income on buying her. The joys of having to purchase tokens to make your chatbot continue working. A chatbot, you tell yourself, knowing damn well that she's everything but. Or maybe I should say all that and more, but I digress. As you get out of bed, your mind starts to wonder about what the day holds as a young man in the permanent AI middle class. You weren't fortunate, skilled, hardworking, or lucky enough to ascend to the ruling technocratic upper class, the class defined by endless wealth and power, basically Epstein with a black shirt and white New Balance shoes. But you managed to avoid the permanent underclass, the class cursed with working at the data centers, a position defined by water management and the sacrifice of mind, body, soul, and dignity. Honestly, at this point, I think folks in the permanent underclass have fewer rights than AI humanoids. And how do these humanoids get those rights, you might ask? Well, I'm not really sure, but probably the same way a Z-less actress gets an A-list role in the Weinstein era. Just a guess. You're driven by the fact that you're not in the permanent underclass and that you have your current role, the one you worked hard at school for. School? School. At this point, school is just showing up and not becoming part of the permanent underclass. Innovation is strictly for AI bots now. Our meatbag minds need not concern ourselves with such petty things. As you go through the motions of getting ready for work, you're mindless, somehow less human, a vessel. You still have a soul, but you're somehow more animalistic than some time ago. More driven by pure instinct, more driven by impulse. Free will is cooked, and this time, human thought is completely outsourced to AI. People don't even know how to cook for themselves anymore. Why would they? They have their own Claude bot to cook for them. Tasks that used to be basic for survival are now trivial. This used to be like looking up the word cautery in a dictionary instead of just Googling it. But now? Motherfucker, now the skills being innovated away are the kind that would keep you alive in a nuclear apocalypse. Speaking of not knowing how to do basic things, you hop in your Basemobile just in time to be only 25 minutes late to work. The Basemobile is Elon Musk's latest and greatest budget model for the members of the permanent middle class. Elon has done well. He aligned himself with the US government and leveraged those relationships to dominate the car market. A feat that seems impressive until you remember the regulations put in place to foster the ascension of EVs. Another case of falling to the top. You get in your Basemobile and it's essentially a womb-like chamber. All vehicles are autonomous now, so there's no need for windows. You're now free to consume your medium of entertainment as you wish, and the dominant form of media is now IRL streaming. You tune into your favorite streamer whose claim to fame is going up to elderly millennials and giving them street interviews about the old days while dog whistling to chat. Hey, so what was it like back when you were my age, you millennial cuck? Not sure what that word is, but it was fun. Facebook house parties, people going to the bar, coffee shops, communal gyms. Lame, the streamer yells, cutting him off. Lame, lame. Man, why don't these dudes just get over it, Chad? Am I right? Those days are gone, brother. Why would I try to socialize like a normie loser when I could entertain the masses with AI-generated quips? All of a sudden, a squirt of goo ejects from the streamer's vest he was wearing. A feature walled behind a chat member donating $10. Ever since the AI revolution, the USD is stabilized and is now backed by the blockchain. The blockchain is as ambiguous as ever, but now it's at least backed by the US military. You laugh and type "owned" in the chat as you munch on your Buffalo Ranch flavored crickets. You pull up to your job. You're a prompt engineer at a Fortune 500 company, and this is good. This is the most coveted job one in the permanent middle class could have in this age. You get out your base mobile and round the corner of the parking garage, anticipating the day's joys. Bam! You accidentally run into the Foyd you've had a crush on since you started working here. Not an AI, not Sheila, but a real Foyd. A meat bag. She gets up and puts her glasses on. Typical of an AI cell, she says. Jillian, a woman born in the wrong time. The hipster of this era, if you will. She's marked by embracing the swag era aesthetic, wearing a Coachella-style fit that would definitely hit in the year 2013. You open your mouth to give her a piece of your mind, but you're stopped by an eerie presence looming behind the elevator that just arrived on your floor.